Mr. Abid Rasool, our Congress representative first from Hyderabad, must be terribly embarrassing for the Congress party now to have to give in after all this spirited defense of the Home Minister. To now have to give in just before the Parliament session must be tremendously embarrassing for Congress leaders.
No, I don't think so. Our Home Minister has been very open and he has said that the words what he has used may have been wrong and he has regretted for it.
Why didn't he say so earlier?
The fact remains, the fact remains, Mr. Arnab, that terrorism has no color and no religion, but terrorism also has organizations behind it. Those organizations need to be identified and we need to take strong actions against these organizations. Our country faces these things with a strong hand. That is where BJP and Congress and all.
No, if the Home Minister has no basis to say something, then why did he say it? I mean, that's the question here. Meenakshi Lekhi, let me get... No, one second.
We have been, one sec, let me clarify. We have been debating this and we have been coming to the point.
So what were you defending? You were defending the indefensible because the Minister is now, himself...
The words and language which he has used was wrong. He has told that the same thing today, that the words what I have used is wrong, but definitely...
No, were the words wrong or the facts wrong? He says the BJP runs terror outfits. Were the words wrong or the facts wrong?
That is what I'm saying. The words, no, the fact in the sense that there are organizations. He should not have named them as BJP and all that. He has regretted. But they are definitely organizations, both on the two sides.
Meenakshi Lekhi, your response to that and also my question to you is this. It seems a little bit, I'm sorry to say, a little mock battle, isn't it today? Mock battle between the BJP and the Congress. Bit set up.
No,
bit set up, this whole apology, expression of regret.
What is a setup?
The setup, the whole apology, the quick response of the BJP.
No.
You got the political mileage you wanted to and hence it was let go now. That's why it was set up.
No. It was not a setup because had it been a setup, it would have happened earlier. He's cracked under pressure and I'm not really happy with the Congress spokesperson who's trying to suggest a few things without so stating. I mean, I think this was a wicked strategy of the Congress and the man has proved himself to be a reckless man who can make statements unmindful of the consequences. And the consequences are that here is a Home Minister of India who's playing gallery to...
I'm sorry, Meenakshi Lekhi, 1 second. Is it a coincidence? Am I hallucinating? Or is it true that this morning the BJP had a fairly big rally, they gave speeches on the subject, they established, they said all that they had to. Rajnath Singh spoke, Arun Jaitley spoke, Sushma Swaraj spoke. And about 6.5 hours later, Sushil Shinde apologized. Within 15 minutes of the apology, the BJP said, okay, don't do it next time, we let go. This sequence of events.
What else?
It seems a bit...
You tell me, if a man takes 6.5 hours, I think when you say you're hallucinating, I would not go to the extent that you're hallucinating, but I would say you're probably reading more than required.
No, the timing is incredible, isn't it? This is one of the remarkable things, remarkable coincidence.
Allow me, Arnab. This is unfair that you're not letting me speak. You've made a point, you have said that whether I'm hallucinating or I'm not, now I am responding to that. And my response to that is that this dharna was announced a few days back and I think someone had to be on the Parliament street to know the impact of the dharna. Unfortunately, most of the channels kept focusing on the stage and not on the crowd. And if anyone had focused on the crowd, you would have seen the kind of anger which was going on. And
this is a mock battle because you've decided. You've decided. First you said we won't let Parliament function. Then you let Parliament function.
What are you talking?
No, I'm telling you the facts.
6.5 hours for making a decision.
No. It's not about 6.5 hours. It's not about 6.5 hours. No, Meenakshi Lekhi, it's not about 6.5 hours.
You would have preferred Parliament not functioning for your cameras, or you would have preferred Parliament functioning so that
it's not 6.5 hours. It's not 6.5 hours, and you know and I know that neither are you in a hallucinatory bubble and neither am I, because despite his remarks on Saffron terror, Chidambaram did not apologize.
I am saying
Chidambaram did not apologize. I'm not. I'll tell you, even while clarifying.
Apologize?
1 second. Even while clarifying his stand.
Yes, I agree. I was coming to that.
I am
not happy with his regret. I am not happy personally.
But your party is.
Because when
your party is.
Statement,
your party is happy enough to let go.
Because Parliament, you see, I think if we were not happy, there would be a section of media, I'm not saying you or others, but there will be a section of media which will run the story that BJP does not want Parliament to function.
No, you don't have to respond on the basis of what the media says. I'm sorry, Meenakshi Lekhi.
No, you have to because you are creating an opinion in the public.
I thought the political party's responsibility is to create opinion.
And if BJP is acting with responsibility, you're reading into it.
No,
we are acting with responsibility.
You are supposed to have a position.
No, he's taken his word. He's eaten a crow. I think that is enough. But personally, I would have preferred, like in his statement, he said BJP and RSS are running terror camps. I would have preferred, in his statement, he had mentioned that I made a mistake of calling BJP
Zafar-e-Ab Jilani, is the matter settled?
Running terror camps.
Zafar-e-Ab Jilani from Lucknow, now that the BJP and the Congress seem to have settled it internally, is the issue itself settled? Is the controversy itself settled, in your view?
No. You see, just as just now Meenakshi was saying, that he has not at all absolved BJP RSS from running the camp. He has absolved the party, no doubt. But camps can be run even in those offices, which may not be very important for the party leaders. And moreover, this is a practice of the Congress party that's not new. You may remember that when the last election was held in UP, in Azamgarh, one statement was given in the presence of Mr. Rahul Gandhi. At Delhi, another statement was given by Congress. So this is a practice of the Congress party, not for BJP. It is directed so far as Muslims are concerned, to please them and to have these votes of the Muslims secured on this, only on these statements. But I am happy that BJP has not gone much further, as Parliament is permitted to proceed in accordance with the routine. Therefore, let Parliament be held. I am not going to comment upon the intention of the BJP leaders. They have accepted their apology, very good. I think that they have acted very wisely, that they should not have proceeded further.
Mr. Jauhar, is the issue settled? Forget the arrangement between the BJP and the Congress today. They've come to an arrangement. What about the issue? Is the issue settled?
Well, Arnab, I don't see what has actually happened. What has happened is that the Home Minister has said that he regrets having used the word BJP and RSS for blaming them for organizing terrorist training camps. But he has not disowned the fact that certain events which are branded as terror acts committed by certain fringe elements of Hindu extremist groups, that remains a fact. Well, allow me, if you may, the word terrorism per se says pursuit of violence in the pursuit of political objectives. From that point of view, a lot of jihadi terrorism gets excluded from the definition of terrorism, and the only terrorism that we recently have seen lately is the Godhra carnage and the post-Godhra, the Sabarmati carnage, the fake encounters perpetrated in the name of law and order. So that is political pursuit, use of violence in political pursuit. As far as Mr. Shinde's regret or expression of regret is concerned, I welcome it partially, because he used the language that BJP and RSS were engaged in conducting training camps. Insofar as BJP is concerned, I think it's a political, national recognized political party, and the Home Minister ought not to have said that. But he did use the word saffron terror. Now, if that is objectionable, then how are you going to refer to terrorist activities perpetrated by a section of Muslims? Do we call them Muslim terrorism, Islamic terrorism, jihadi terrorism? By any name, you are associating it with a religious community. Now, what happens if the terrorists happen to be Hindus? I asked BJP to give a name so that you,
what do you mean give a name?
And we can use it.
No, what do you mean give a name? No, what are you asking the BJP? What do you mean give a name? 1 minute, Meenakshi Lekhi before. What do you mean? You say I asked the BJP give a name. Please explain yourself.
The terrorist acts committed by people like Colonel Purohit, Sadhu Pragya, etc. If we want to use a generic name for such terrorist acts, what is the name that BJP would like us to use?
Meenakshi Lekhi,
you seem to have convicted them before there's a judgment on them.
I am sitting with an affidavit of a gentleman called Abrar Ahmed, who was arrested vis-a-vis Malegaon blast, and in that affidavit he said that who he was in touch with, and he gives a detail of Dr. Pradeep Pawar in Nasik, etc., Abdul Wahid, ATS, and so on and so forth, and Rashid Delvi. And then at the end, this gentleman says that I regret having committed these acts, and I was surprised to see Sadhvi Pragya that innocent people are being labeled as terrorists when the acts so
why don't you are you quoting selectively? Are you quoting selectively? Are you quoting selectively? Are you quoting selectively?
I am.
There is a 4,000.
I am holding the paper in my hand.
No, that's all right.
I am holding the paper
there is a 4,000. That's all right. The 4,000 page chart sheet. Do you have 4,000 pages with you?
And then,
do you have 4,000 pages with you?
I have a certified copy with me.
Do you have 4,000 pages of the chart sheet with you?
Nonsense the way others do.
No, do you have 4,000 pages of a chart sheet with you?
I am sitting with a document in my hand, and I want Mr. Shinde to respond to this.
No,
I am sitting with an Urdu affidavit. I am sitting with an English translation. I am sitting with a Hindi translation. I will not. I am willing to give it to you, and I want you to run a story on this. If you have.
1 second, we are getting a response. No, 1 second. 1 second. The charge sheet named Colonel Purohit as the main conspirator who provided the explosives, Pragya Singh Thakur as the prime accused who arranged for the men and planted the explosives.
I want to tell you something
more.
What
about the charge sheet?
I want to tell you something more, Arnab.
What about the charge sheet?
Just give me 2 minutes. Just give me 2 minutes. Give me 2 minutes. Colonel Purohit happens to be a person who continues to be in service of Government of India even during the period these acts seem to have been committed.
No, I'm not getting. What is the bigger point?
This person, there is a Maharashtra Legislative Assembly resolution.
No, 1 second.